Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. In today's little episode, we are discussing what dinosaurs should be added in Jurassic World Evolution. Now, this list will not comprise of aquatic creatures, because face it, it's going to take a very long time for them to do it. Because they need new rigging and such like that, new animations, new places to be parked. There's a lot of work for people to do, and it's obviously going to be paid. It's not going to be free, even though this game has sold loads and loads of copies. Now, whilst we're talking about this, I'll be playing the game in the background, putting up images and maybe some clips of some sort. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to fondle that subscribe button along with enabling notifications, and if you do like today's episode, give it a like, it helps, and click the bell because YouTube doesn't notify you unless you click that bell, so click it. It's a life or death situation right here. Now, on to our first dinosaur. It comes from the Liaoning province in China, which is, if I bring up the expedition map, it's like around this area. I'm not quite sure because the maps are confusing as hell, but it's around this sort of area, right around here. Now, the dinosaur which I'm suggesting is Utyrannus, because, number one, it already has current rigging from creatures like the Giganotosaurus, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. All it is a smaller T-Rex with fluffy feathers, because Chinese love their fluffy feathers on dinosaurs. And I really do think this is a nice option, because it will be the first tyrant, or the first live carnivore from Asia, which we'll have. Which is nice. I think it's a nice addition. And don't forget to tell me what you think of it in the comments. If you disagree with me, just say. If you don't, say. But we all have a right to opinion, and this is my opinion. Now, for the second dinosaur, it comes all the way from Germany, in Europe. I'm European myself. I'm actually English, just so you know. Now, the dinosaur I'm suggesting now was in the past two movies, not the Jurassic World series, but in Jurassic Park The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. And the dinosaur I am suggesting is Compsognathus. I believe I pronounced that correctly. If not, you can murder me in the comment section. Now, the reason why I decided this dinosaur is because it's one of those dinosaurs which is key to the franchise. I really was disappointed when it came out, and it doesn't take a lot of rigging to make a creature that simple. It's small, it's tiny, it's simple, as I said. And it would be a good like creature to have, because it's another small creature. And we're like kind of lacking on the small creatures lately. We've got a lot of large creatures, nothing to help the small ones. And I believe that would be a pretty nice choice, as in for a dinosaur. Now, obviously, tell me in the comments. And Compsognathus means elegant jaw, just so you know. Now, for our next dinosaur is coming from the Isle of Wight. We already have 3 there, but I believe this one to actually be a very worthy dinosaur to have in, because I've personally worked with it myself. I've been in a museum with it. I've held the fossils from it, from a museum called Dinosaur Isle. Search it up, or I'll put a link in the bottom in the description. Now, Neoventor is the creature I'm suggesting. I believe I just said its name. No, I didn't. I didn't say its name. That is why you're probably saying, but you didn't say its name. How should we know? You should all be telepathic by now. I gave you these powers for a reason. Now, the reason why I've chosen, well, Neovenator is because it's a very unique creature. Because it's a relative of Allosaurus. And all you need for Neovenator is just a size change from Allosaurus. It needs to be bigger. Because Neovenator was bigger than Allosaurus, funnily enough. It's a big, beautiful dinosaur. Now, Neovenator soleri is obviously a carnivore. It's one of my favourite dinosaurs, which is another reason why you should add it. Come on, add it. And it doesn't require much rigging. And just because we're doing that right now, we're going to cook up an Allosaurus. We're going to make it a wetland because we have wetland all around everywhere. No, we'll actually make it coastal. I haven't seen the coastal skin on this boy yet, or girl, whatever you say. Now, obviously, tell me in the comments what you think about it. If you disagree with me, just tell me. If you don't, just obviously tell me, because I like to know. I like to know these things. It would help me. And I think it's just a great choice. It's just a fantastic choice for the park. Because we have Baryonyx, which was from the Fallen Kingdom DLC. And that Baryonyx looks a little bit ugly. Now if we added something in like an Allosaurus species, then it would look a lot more nicer. Because I know a lot of people like Allosaurus. So why not, well, Neovenator? Which obviously means new hunter. And just so you people don't know where the Isle of Wight is, it is right here. One of the best fossil sites in the world. One of the best. Is not the best. Not the best. Listen to me. Now, my next dinosaur choice comes from Antarctica. And there's not many dinosaurs which come from Antarctica, so you'll probably guess it straight away if you're clever enough. Now, it used to be called Elvisosaurus, which means Elvis lizard, because of the crest it used to have on its head. And these are all true facts, by the way. So the next choice is Cryolophosaurus eloti. Now, we already have Dilophosaurus, which is pretty cool, but Cryolophosaurus is actually really, really cool. It's one of my favourite, like Lophosaurs, which call them Lophosaurs, because why not? I think it's a pretty good idea. It doesn't take much rigging either, because you can just base it on a raptor and just add a crest. Just change its behaviour a little bit and you should be fine. And funny enough, it comes from, I did say Antarctica I believe a minute ago, but if you don't know where Antarctica is, it's off the map. There is no place for Antarctica. But that's a little minor thing they have to add, like a little area here, or like up the top here, and it can be Antarctica. Now, this list doesn't all comprise of carnivores, because we do need the herbivore kind in here as well. It would be useful to have a herbivore kind. I'm not saying it would be bad. So, as you probably already guessed, the next dinosaur is a herbivore, and it comes from Greenland, funny enough. And if you don't know where Greenland is, if I pull up the map again, Greenland is right here. There's big mass right here. Now if you wonder what's found in Greenland, I'm just going to say right now, it is Plateosaurus engelharti. That's a mouthful, but I've been trying to practice that name for about 3 hours now. And it means flat lizard. Flat lizard, or it might be plate lizard. I'm stuck between the two. I think it's flat lizard from things I've searched up, but it could probably be plate lizard. Just tell me in the comments below, because I'm not 100% sure on this. And I think it'll be a pretty good choice, because it's the first dinosaur we will have from Greenland. It doesn't require much rigging, because all you need to do is take in the Diplodocus neck and tail, shorten it a little bit, and throw it on something like a Myosaur head. No, body, sorry. And there you've got Plateosaurus. Literally, that's all you need for it. Now, we already have some dinosaurs from South America. They are mostly of the carnivore kind. Now, this dinosaur is probably is the largest sauropod we've ever come across. I was just checking to see if there's any breakages. It is the largest sauropod we have found. And this is Argentinosaurus. And I forgot to pronounce, I can't really pronounce the second name. I think it's Huenculensis. And it means Argentine or Argentine lizard. And I think it'll be a magnificent choice, because all you need is a Diplodocus and stretch it out twice as big and twice as fat, because that's all it takes.
Acknowledged.
Now, for my final choice, it also comes from South America. This time, it's the carnivore. And we already have a lot of rigs for this dinosaur. There's so many rigs in the game for it. And this is Ostroraptor. Now, I believe Ostroraptor to be a very good choice for this game, because most depictions show it having in feathers. So why not have a feathery raptor? It doesn't take much to animate it. Add like slight new animations, just make it slightly bigger than the Velociraptor. Just a tad. That's all I ask. And I will say the full name right now. It's Ostroraptor cabazai. I believe I said its name means Southern Thief. I'm not 100% sure. I keep forgetting. And it is a very good choice. Now, that is my 7 dinosaurs
Heading to pick up the
for
asset.
Jurassic World Evolution. And I do have a few honourable mentions. The first being Albertosaurus. Now, Albertosaurus I chose to be an honourable mention because it would be nice to have like a mini T-Rex, but then again, we have the T-Rex. It's practically in the game, so it's just going to be lackluster if we do it that way. I've just chosen dinosaurs which will be
Transportation underway.
not a lot different, but different enough that they make the game better and more diverse. Now, for my second honourable mention, we have Monolophosaurus, meaning, well, single crested lizard, because Dilophosaurus means double crested lizard. So, I don't really like the thought of Monolophosaurus, but it would be nice to have Monolophosaurus, but Cryolophosaurus just beats it by far because it looks awesome. And that's the only reason why I said it. Now, for the third honourable mention, it was actually hard to choose this one, because we have a lot of Spinosaurids, and one of them, which I wouldn't mind seeing was Irritator. The reason why it's called Irritator is because somebody used the fossils of that specimen and basically said it was a new species of pterosaur. Now, pterosaurs do not look like this, do they now? That is not a pterosaur. That is a Spinosaurid. This is not a pterosaur. The only reason why they said it is because they thought the long snout was actually a beak. And they just threw the fossils together and said, hey, look, we have a new pterosaur. And that's why the paleontologists have called it Irritator, because it irritated them to actually, well, make the dinosaur. Now, this Allosaurus is fine. Now, that's it for the honourable mentions. I believe it was quite useful for you guys. Obviously, tell me what you think in the comments, as I have been repeating constantly. And as I said in the beginning of this video, if you are new, don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.